Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Monday evening. It is November 27th, 2023. As I record this, it's 8:25 p.m. Eastern Time. When you hear the words for the common good, you need to really be careful. Okay. Those are very dangerous words. I'm going to go into that more. We heard that today. All right. Yeah. Also, some other good some other good updates or big updates. China broke their silence as far as this mystery illness that has been affecting children and young people. So I'll go into that more as well. Also, have a very good verse I'm going to share that will resonate with most of you, if not, most of you. I'll just say that. All right, and some other really big updates that you may not hear. You're probably not hearing about these on the regular news or the mainstream news. Okay. I saw some updates here. NYPD, the New York City Police Department, cops are leaving the force at an alarming rate. This report said that over 2,500 officers have left so far in 2023. And I know we're towards the end of the year, but still, that's a high. That just seems high. I mean, 2,500 in 1 year, less than a year. That is alarming. That's very alarming. And duh, I wonder why, not, we know why. Weak leadership, no support. Can you imagine being a cop and going out there on the beat? I mean, zero support, really. I don't blame them. Go somewhere else. Find another job. Go in another totally different industry if you need to. But that's alarming because, folks, I know several of you, at least several of you here on the channel, live in the city, New York City. So if there's a way you can get out of there, and I know everybody's different, everybody's situation is different, but man, I would strongly consider getting out of there, y'all. Man, that's not good. We had a cyber attack on a municipal water authority in Pennsylvania. I'm going to mispronounce the name of this town, I'm sure. Aliquippa? Aliquippa? I don't Aliquippa. Municipal Water Authority came under they were hacked, came under a cyber attack by an Iranian-backed cyber group. They took credit for it. They basically took control of one of the booster stations in the water authority. That's a little alarming. If they can do that, what's next? What else can they do? What else can somebody else do if an Iranian-backed group did it? Lord knows what can a China group, a backed group, or a Russian group do. Now they're saying this does not affect the drinking water. I don't see how it couldn't. How can it not affect it? I mean, explain that. What's next? So that's a little bit of an alarming alert there. China has responded to this mystery illness. The WHO has been demanding answers from them, from the leadership in China, asking what is going on with this over the last week or two. They've had this mystery illness with flu-like symptoms that have really hit children and young people, youth, or young adults very hard. A lot of their hospitals are being overrun. And now the government is saying that this surge is due to the flu. Who would know? What do you know? The flu and other pathogens. So they are saying that there is no mysterious new pathogen, that it is an overlap of several other common viruses, coupled with the fact that the population's resistance has been lowered because of all the lockdowns they've been going through over the last 2, 3 years. I don't know about that. We will see. We will see. And it continues to be a situation there. Also saw where I think it was the UK also The UK is having a lot of issues now with the same thing, with the youth getting hit hard with these flu-like, this pneumonia, sudden pneumonia illnesses. So it's not just there, you know. Uh, and also, many of you have been, I know in the last video or two, you guys were saying the same thing that, or similar, that you've been hit with a sudden pneumonia, stomach bug, others reporting RSV in the kids, COVID cases, uh, cases where you had the pneumonia or upper respiratory issues or even pneumonia. And the doctors are like, I can't identify this. We've tested you for everything. We don't know what it is. That sounds familiar. That sounds kind of what we were running into, what, 2019. So this all does feel extremely, extremely familiar. So you got China having these issues. You got the UK having these pneumonia cases, especially hitting children and youth, young people. So actually, it was Europe. This report said Europe, not just the UK, but so it's not just confined to China. It looks like, and makes you wonder, how deep is it here, as well. Um, I know just a lot. I was really surprised at how many of the comments on my last video too, uh, from you guys saying that y'all were still struggling with this, and many of you guys were saying, "Hey, I'm normally healthy. I don't get sick, rarely get sick, and this thing just knocked me down for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm still trying to get over it." And so just really letting you guys know this we need to do all we can. I mean, we're in flu season anyway, but I think more is coming. I think this just all feels so familiar that they're gearing up. They're gearing up for another run at us. Two things. Number one, immune system. Boost it any way you can. I'm not going to go through the particulars because on here I don't want to do that. But you know what I mean, taking all the necessary things, your vitamins and such, rest, eating well, uh, eating healthy, living healthy as we can. So the natural way, as best we can, as far as taking care of ourselves, boosting our immune system. Stock up on over-the-counter stuff that helps with these kinds of issues as well. Uh, that, and then number two, be prepared that when this comes down, one day the CDC will come out and say it's time to do this and time to do that, if you know what I mean. And I respond to that with one sentence: I will not comply. I will not comply. No, no, no. A big no from me. Share what you think, but it's coming. It's coming. Also saw where Yemen, these Yemen little dudes, the Yemen fired 2 ballistic missiles at a Navy destroyer. So these guys, man, they just keep on. It's like that little uh, dude to the side that just keeps kind of poking your side a little bit. You just kind of take it like how the hyenas start chipping away at the lion, and the lion's just kind of ignoring it for a little while, and after a while, the lion says, "Nah, I'm getting you now. You've gone too far." You would think that would happen here. They keep shooting missiles at the Navy, at the U.S. Navy. I mean, are you just tired of living? I mean, you're gonna lob some missiles over there? I mean, they're not gonna hit. They're gonna knock those out of the sky before they can hit. I mean, unless you've got some hypersonics or something like that, you're not gonna touch a Navy ship with those missiles. But they're trying. They keep lobbing them over there. But there's no response. It's like, okay, I, I, well, they just fired something at you. You're just not going to do a thing. I mean, I would picture, I would probably imagine that the ship commander is probably like, let me turn loose on these dudes, and he's probably got to get, maybe he's got to get confirmation, or he's got to get permission. I don't know. That's messed up. That's just from a layman's point of view. I'm not a military expert. I'm not in the know here, but this is the way it looks to me, looking from the outside in, looking at these stories. But I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Ireland's Green Party senator, this young lady, O'Reilly, she said, "We are restricting freedom for the common good." For the common good. When have we heard that before in history? Now, this was over a controversial bill. Let's see, I saved this. Irish Green Party Senator Pauline O'Reilly, and now it's disappearing from my phone. Here it is again. Said that she defended a controversial bill that could jail citizens. This is in Ireland. Could jail citizens for merely possessing material that would criticize gender identity. So for just possessing something, you could be jailed. They're saying this purportedly targets hate speech. Hate speech. We know that only goes in one direction, don't we? But for some critics have compared it to the concept of punishing people for thought crime. Where have we heard that? A term popularized by George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984. Well, duh, yeah, it did. You better throw back on that. And those of you in Ireland, you keep up with this. Let us know what you're hearing about this, but you need to let your representatives know you can't let this go. Hate speech, man. That's crazy. For the common good. We know where that leads, don't we? Anyway, I wanted to let you guys in on that one. You probably won't hear that one on the news. On your nightly news. All right, I'm going to the passage here. Okay. Joshua chapter 1 verse 9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Amen. It feels good just to say that, doesn't it? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. We just keep hearing that over and over for good reason, don't we? He's commanded us. So, when the fear starts getting ratcheted up about this stuff coming from wherever, China, Europe, or it's already here, we start seeing the panic and the face coverings and all such. Remember this one. Joshua 1:9 is one of them. All right. Share your thoughts. Let's be aware. Let's be very vigilant out there, but go about your business. God bless you. I'll see you soon.